This is part 2 because I hit the wrong button. So we're starting up again. We're going to ground our boxes first with the green screw here. I hate that when that happens. But you know what? You just got to be thankful for what you have and not complain about what you don't have, you know? And I'll just have my friend make it into a two, splice the two together, you know? Well, I don't have my Phillips, so... Oh, it's up there, but... I really did hit the wrong button, though.
There you go.
Okay, can you hand it to me? But you know what? You don't frustrate, because you know what? You won't accomplish anything frustrating, wouldn't you? Well, this green screw is not going to go, so you know what? I'm going to use a regular screw just to make a pilot hole. There. Well, you know what? If it's not going to go, it's not going to go. It's not going to go, it's not going to go. So we're not frustrating, we're not going to get upset, we're not going to curse, we're just going to truck forward with what we got here, and we'll tie our ground wires together. Sometimes things just aren't meant to go and not meant to be. So we'll just be thankful for what we can do and do the best we can with what we can do. So twist our wires together here. We got them all in a wire nut. You just got to be thankful for what you can do and not complain about what you can't do, because complaining and frustrating is not going to get you anywhere. We did try to put that green screw in, but it won't go. And if it doesn't go, it doesn't go. And complaining's not going to make it go, so we'll truck forward without it. Okay, so now we'll hook our wires up. Now this, you can put two conductors under one terminal in these twist and lock type receptacles. So we will strip a little bit off of our black here. That one's the right length. Make sure we get this one to the right length. So I take a little more off the white. Okay, that's a good length, so we'll put we'll get our ground wires back out of our way here. Get in the hole. Make sure insulation's butted up to the bottom. There it is, that's what we want. I think my friend can splice that and make it one video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. tight. Tight. Now we can fold our wires back into our box here. Where'd you set the screws down? Back here somewhere. Okay, now we can fold our wires back into our box. Okay. There we go, thank you. Sometimes things just aren't meant to be, aren't they? If it's not meant to be, you don't get upset, you don't frustrate. It's not meant to be. It doesn't go. And make sure we're not going to hit our wires there. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that one's not hitting anything. That one is not hitting anything. Ground wires are back out of the way here. These are self-grounding outlets, so the box is still definitely grounded. It's not what I want, but you can't always get what you want. I wanted the green screw, but if you can't, wanting it's not going to get it. So you don't frustrate. You just be thankful for what you do and what you can do. So I got it in with the self-grounding outlets, and our box is definitely grounded. And I'm going to look, make sure our screws aren't hitting any of the wires. So we are all good on this box. So now we're ready to go over and do our other box. Okay, now we're going to put our second box together here. We got to put our green screw in this hole. This one fits, so we are thankful that it fits. Get it around here. So we're using commercial grade outlets. We have the twist and lock terminals on them here. So these outlets we're going to strip them a little shorter. Okay, here. So we'll put our tails on our second outlet here first. We'll close the screws we're not going to be using. We'll hook our first outlet up first. So we'll get our ground wire around our green screw here. Okay, so the white wire goes on the silver colored screw, the wide slot. The black goes on the brass colored screw, the narrow slot, and the bare, the green wire goes on this green screw. So we'll put our two white wires in. Make sure just a little bit of insulation or copper is showing at the top. Make sure it's nice and tight like that there. And I'll bring our ground wire down. Okay. Okay, there we go. There's just a little copper showing at the top there. That's what we want. That's the most copper you want to have showing at the top. Now hook our second outlet up. Close the screws you're not using. Put our white on the silver colored screw here. Our black on the brass colored side here. I'm just a little long, so I'll clip just a little bit off of that. So we got it like that. And bring our ground wire over. Get it around the green screw here. Okay. So we have what we want here. So I'll bring the camera down and show you up close. Okay, we'll put our mud ring on here. tight. You know, put our wires in the box. Make sure our ground wire stays down away from everything. Centered on the screw there. I'm going to make sure our ground wires are down away from everything. Keep the ground wire down away from everything. Snug, and make sure that ground wire is down away from everything. This is the Robertson screwdriver, so it makes a nice solid turning on the screws without stripping the heads out and ruin them. Because it's not a Phillips head on those outlets, it's a Robertson. Alright, so that is how to use PVC conduit, and run another outlet over here. So we have two sets of outlets to plug in these power tools here. So do you want to hand me the cover? I'll stick that cover on down there. Thank you. Want to flip the breaker back on? Take the tester. Well, maybe I won't be using the tester. I'll use the grinder here to make sure we have power. Maybe not that grinder. I'll use the drill. So he has power. Peace. Thanks for watching. That is how to add outlets here in the country I was born in using conduit, PVC conduit.